Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The New York Yankees find themselves in a dilemma that could define the trajectory of their 2026 season before it even begins. Caught between two of the most coveted outfielders on the free agent market, Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker, and the decisions made in the coming weeks could either vault them into contention or leave them scrambling for scraps all off-season long. The whispers have centered around Bellinger, the former National League MVP, whose combination of power, defensive versatility, and plate discipline has made him an attractive target for every team in the league. But as the calendar inches closer to the start of free agency, a new wrinkle has appeared: the possibility that Bellinger's agent, the ever-strategic Scott Boras, may hold off on finalizing any deals until Tucker, widely considered the top overall free agent in the class of 2025 and 2026, makes his decision for the Yankees. This could mean the risk of coming away empty-handed, a nightmare scenario for a franchise that has invested heavily in reloading its roster with proven talent over the past decade and has championship aspiration that leave no room for hesitation. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Yankees, whose roster construction already balances between a core of superstar veterans and a rising young cohort, are weighing their options carefully, considering that waiting for Bellinger could leave them vulnerable in a market that is as tight and unforgiving as it has been in recent memory. On the other hand, Kyle Tucker represents a unique profile, one that seems custom-built for Yankee Stadium, standing as a dynamic left-handed hitter with a combination of raw power, speed, and defensive prowess. Tucker's potential impact extends far beyond the long ball, providing Gold Glove-level defense in the outfield and the ability to consistently steal bases, making him an offensive threat in every aspect of the game. Projections have varied widely, with The Athletic suggesting that Tucker could command a staggering 12-year, $460 million contract, while analysts such as Joel Reuter of Bleacher Report have speculated that a 10-year, $360 million deal might be feasible, representing a compromise that could still secure the Yankees the marquee talent they crave, without mortgaging their financial future entirely. The conversation around Bellinger versus Tucker is not simply about money, it is about fit, timing, and the Yankees' broader strategic vision for the roster. While Bellinger is only slightly older than Tucker, his profile as a contact hitter, combined with elite defensive metrics, makes him arguably a better fit for the Yankees' 2026 outfield, especially when considering the current composition of the team, with Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez as the only immediate internal options in left field. Behind the veterans, the prospect of losing Bellinger to a competitor such as the New York Mets, Los Angeles Dodgers, or one of the other 7 teams reportedly in play for his services is a chilling possibility. In contrast, Tucker offers a slightly higher ceiling in terms of power and athleticism, but comes with a price tag that could complicate other pressing needs, most notably the search for a top-tier starting pitcher. The Yankees are caught in a balancing act that requires assessing not just talent, but financial prudence, positional depth, and the psychological toll of missing out on elite free agents in consecutive seasons. Despite the allure of Tucker, the argument for pursuing Bellinger remains compelling. His left-handed swing, combined with a consistent ability to make hard contact and an advanced approach at the plate, has made him one of the most reliable offensive contributors in recent years. Moreover, his defensive versatility allows him to play multiple outfield positions at a high level, providing the Yankees with strategic flexibility as they look to optimize their lineup for a team that already boasts several middle-of-the-order bats. Reuter acknowledges that a reunion with Bellinger remains a real possibility, highlighting that while Tucker may be the top overall free agent, the Yankees cannot ignore the value of familiarity, fit, and a player whose game is already proven to thrive in high-pressure environments. The potential risk of sitting on the sidelines while Bellinger and Tucker make their decisions is real, but so too is the reward of securing a cornerstone player who could influence the team's success for the next decade. Strategically, the Yankees appear to be evaluating their options with the precision of a chess master. Waiting for Bellinger could allow them to gauge the market, assess competitor moves, and potentially negotiate a more favorable contract. But it also introduces the risk of losing both elite talents, leaving the roster thin in critical outfield positions. Opting for Tucker, while expensive, may provide a sense of security, ensuring that at least one cornerstone outfielder is secured. But it requires sacrificing salary flexibility that could be used to address other deficiencies, such as pitching depth, bullpen fortification, or even mid-season acquisitions that could tip the balance in a tight division. The calculus is not purely financial, it is about timing, opportunity cost, and the delicate psychology of free agent negotiations, particularly when Scott Boras is involved. A negotiator known for leveraging scarcity, patience, and competitive tension to extract maximum value for his clients. From a fan perspective, the drama unfolding in the Bronx is nothing short of tantalizing. Yankees supporters are accustomed to high-stakes decisions, whether it is a blockbuster trade, a daring managerial move, or the pursuit of a marquee free agent. But this situation carries added tension, because the outcome could define the franchise's direction for years. Securing Bellinger or Tucker is not merely about winning next season. It is about shaping the core identity of the team, establishing a cornerstone of talent that complements emerging stars, and fortifies the Yankees' quest for sustained success. Each day that passes without clarity heightens speculation, fuels rumors, and intensifies the pressure on Brian Cashman, the team's general manager, to make a move that balances ambition with prudence. Ultimately, the decision comes down to a combination of risk tolerance, strategic foresight, and the realities of a rapidly evolving free agent market. The Yankees could jump the gun and secure Tucker, accepting the financial burden and the gamble that Bellinger may still be out of reach. Or they could remain patient, pursue Bellinger, and hope that the market does not shift against them, leaving them with limited options. Either way, the stakes are enormous, the pressure is palpable, and the eyes of the baseball world are squarely fixed on the Bronx as the Yankees navigate one of the most consequential off-seasons in recent memory. With every rumor, every reported offer, and every agent meeting, the tension builds, creating a narrative that is as thrilling as the game itself. One that could culminate in a historic signing that reshapes the Yankees roster and sets the stage for a season where expectations are higher than ever, and the margin for error is razor thin. Fans, analysts, and competitors alike are watching, waiting, and speculating, knowing that the next move by the Yankees could reverberate across Major League Baseball, making this one of the most intriguing and consequential free agent sagas of the decade. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. No one saw it coming, absolutely no one. The baseball world is shaking on its foundations as whispers circulate that the New York Yankees may have pulled off one of the most audacious moves in recent memory, allegedly bringing Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the Toronto Blue Jays crown jewel, into the Bronx. It's the kind of rumor that spreads like wildfire across social media platforms, chat groups, and even inside the locker rooms of teams across the league. Fans are buzzing with disbelief. Pundits are scrambling to process the implications, and the very fabric of Major League Baseball seems to be holding its breath, waiting to see if this jaw-dropping scenario could possibly be real. Imagine, if you can, a Yankees roster already brimming with talent suddenly enriched by one of the game's brightest, most feared young sluggers. The thought alone sends chills down the spines of opposing pitchers and ignites debates that could fill stadiums for hours. The speculation itself has reached a fever pitch, with insiders suggesting that the move, if true, would not just be a strategic masterstroke but a statement of intent from a franchise that never settles for mediocrity. The Yankees, after all, have never been shy about shaking up the status quo, and the idea that they could lure Guerrero into their fold fits perfectly with a pattern of bold, sometimes reckless, ambition. Sources that are notoriously tight-lipped, yet occasionally accurate, have been dropping hints that a behind-the-scenes negotiation might have been quietly underway for months, the kind of clandestine talks that the public rarely gets to see, carried out with a mixture of poker-faced executives, high-stakes leverage, and the silent ticking clock of a looming trade deadline. Some insiders speculate that the Yankees may have identified Guerrero not just as a game-changing hitter, but as a symbol of their future, a player around whom the next era of dominance could be built. The mere possibility of him donning pinstripes has sent shockwaves through the league. Imagine the American League, once dominated by traditional powerhouses, suddenly confronted with a lineup that combines tactical precision, raw power, and now potentially a player capable of redefining offensive metrics. Analysts and casual fans alike are poring over every available statistic, comparing Guerrero's production with existing Yankees personnel, and speculating about how such a move would alter the delicate chemistry of a team that already carries immense pressure and high expectations on every pitch. Even more intriguing are the whispers about the mechanics of this alleged deal. Sources suggest that it might have involved a combination of prospects, financial maneuvers, and perhaps even draft considerations that could send ripples across the entire league. The Yankees have never been shy about leveraging their financial muscle, and if Guerrero were to join them, it would likely come at a cost that could reshape the Blue Jays' strategy for years to come. Could the Yankees have offered a blockbuster package so irresistible that Toronto felt compelled to part with its star? The rumor mills suggest that discussions might have included multiple layers of complexity, from player swaps to salary adjustments, each more intricate than the last, all executed with the kind of secrecy that leaves rival executives both awestruck and slightly paranoid. The idea that one of the league's brightest young talents might quietly be shifted into the heart of New York City has already sent shockwaves through locker rooms, press boxes, and fantasy leagues alike. The potential cultural impact cannot be understated either. Guerrero, a charismatic, powerful presence both on and off the field, would not just change the dynamics of a lineup but could also inject a new energy into Yankee Stadium itself. Fans have long dreamed of the kind of headline-grabbing acquisitions that make history, and the mere suggestion that Guerrero could be wearing pinstripes has sparked waves of excitement, speculation, and yes, a fair amount of skepticism. Some argue that the pressure of the New York spotlight is unlike any other in baseball, and integrating a young superstar into such a high-expectation environment is no small task. Others, however, counter that Guerrero's talent and demeanor could make him the perfect fit for a team that thrives under scrutiny and relishes the challenge of dominating in the most unforgiving sports market in the world. Social media reactions have been a mix of astonishment, optimism, and pure, unfiltered panic from fans of rival teams. Every comment thread, every blog post, every video clip seems to be dedicated to imagining the staggering implications of such a seismic move. Meanwhile, the league office itself is rumored to be watching developments with a mixture of awe and unease. If the Yankees were indeed in talks to acquire Guerrero, it could set a precedent that other teams would feel compelled to match, potentially triggering a domino effect of blockbuster trades, salary escalations, and strategic realignments. Commissioners, league executives, and owners are supposedly in various states of evaluation, analyzing everything from competitive balance to media narratives, and considering whether such a move might force the league into uncharted territory. The Yankees' appetite for high-profile acquisitions has always kept the baseball world on edge, but the suggestion that they might have quietly orchestrated one of the most shocking potential trades in decades has led to an unusual mixture of panic and admiration. Some rival franchises reportedly have already convened emergency strategy sessions, trying to anticipate how their own rosters might need to respond if Guerrero becomes a Yankee. The ripple effect could be enormous, not only on the field but in ticket sales, sponsorship deals, and broadcast ratings. And yet, for all the excitement, there is a layer of ambiguity that fuels the rumor even further. No official statements have been made, no confirmations have emerged, and the Yankees themselves have maintained a tight-lipped stance, which only amplifies speculation. In the absence of concrete information, fans are left to imagine every possible scenario: how Guerrero would fit into the existing lineup, how the team's dynamics might shift, how the media frenzy could transform press conferences, and how opposing teams would adjust their pitching strategies to counter a lineup that suddenly includes one of the most feared sluggers in the sport. The speculation alone has become a form of entertainment, with pundits, bloggers, and commentators weighing in, offering wild theories and cautious analysis in equal measure. Every potential outcome seems plausible, and every whisper is dissected with the meticulous intensity of a detective following a high-stakes case. It is precisely this combination of secrecy, magnitude, and sheer improbability that has made the rumor so intoxicating. The Yankees, a franchise synonymous with ambition and audacity, are at the center of a story that could define an era, while Vladimir Guerrero Jr., already a household name, finds himself at the nexus of speculation, potential legacy, and fan frenzy. Even if the deal never materializes, the mere suggestion of it has already altered the conversation about the upcoming seasons, reshaping expectations, and forcing every team in the league to consider the what-ifs of a baseball landscape suddenly dominated by the New York Yankees' renewed pursuit of greatness. The whispers, the hints, The shadowed conversations, they all converge to form a narrative that is as thrilling as it is unsettling, leaving fans, analysts, and executives alike teetering between disbelief and anticipation. If this rumor proves true, it would be remembered not just as a trade, but as a seismic moment in baseball history. One that could redefine the sport's hierarchy and leave an indelible mark on the psyche of fans everywhere, and while the truth remains tantalizingly out of reach. The mere possibility has already changed the way we talk about the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the game itself. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.